All right. Fine. Open the introduction. Okay. So maybe guys, you are hearing this word cloud in your day-to-day or kind of in your
Yes,
sorry. 1 second, guys. There is some audio issue with my job. Is that my voice is clear, audible? Can someone please confirm?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. Maybe you are hearing this word in your real time or in your day-to-day life, Azure cloud. Okay. So many guys are saying that this cloud is there, many clouds we have in the market, and you must have to learn the cloud. So what is the importance of the cloud? Okay, why we need to learn the cloud and how the world is changing towards the cloud. Let's have a look on it. All right. Fine. So so cloud is nothing but what is exactly cloud? Okay. So in real time or in the normal kind of model, so what will happen if I want to maintain a data set, if I want to maintain a server, or I want to develop a application? So what I have to do, so like server, the database, or application server, or middleware server, or networking server, these kind of servers I have to place in a separate room, correct? That room we call it as a data center. All right. So suppose I'm a small scale of industry, a small scale of application I want to develop. So to develop that small scale application, so if I want to maintain the server room, data center, everything, it is going to be a burden for me. Correct? Why the reason? So again, I have to take a separate room and I need to switch over the proper connection, and then I have to maintain the AC and power bill and security. Okay. And so purchasing of the server, there are many things involved in that data center operations, correct? So the reason why cloud has provided a solution that, so I can offer all the resources like whatever you want. Okay, so you can pay for me as per your use. Okay, that's how the cloud is came into picture. So whether it is a small scale application or big application, or how much storage that you want, everything uh, the cloud is ready to provide. Got it? And it is a pay per use. How much time that you are utilizing, pay for that only, and rest of the times you don't need to pay. All right. So what we can say, the cloud computing is, it is nothing but we are accessing or we are utilizing the computer resources through the internet is called cloud computing. Okay. So we're accessing the cloud resources. It is in somewhere. So from here, I am using my internet and I'm accessing the resources. It is called cloud computing. Okay. So we have three types of cloud models. So public and private and hybrid cloud. So what is this public mode? So in public mode, it's a kind of, okay. So in public mode, it is a kind of network, or it's a kind of deployment model which is available for everyone in the public. Okay, everyone in the public. So what will happen, so if everybody is accessing the public, so there might be chance of some performance related issues, or there might be chance of some security concerns. Okay, or there might be chance of the cost is also very less. All right, the best example for in real time I am talking, the best example for cloud models or public models are like your public transport, like your RTC services, or your train services, or your bus services. Okay, or your metro. These kind of model we call it as a public model. So what happened in public, I will have a access. If I buy a ticket, the person who want to, or who is there in call also, they can also join, right, by offering the ticket fare. Okay, that is a public model. So in public model, what will happen? Everybody is traveling in the public. So the reason why there might be some security concerns or security issues, right? Correct? All right. So in the private cloud, what will happen? It's a dedicated one, which is given or which is exclusively assigned to you. Okay. So that you will have a more security, okay, and more performance. In case of any issues or any concerns, you can quickly sort it out by the Microsoft. The best example in real time, the private kind of model is like you hire a cab, okay, or you hire a bus, or you hire a any kind of vehicle. Got it? So if I travel by my private or own vehicle, what will happen? So I will have a more security. I don't have like I no need to travel in the public, correct? I can go separately. So if anything happen, then I will have a more security. Got it? Okay. So in private model, who will own these kind of private models? The organizations like companies or the organizations who want to run the separate cloud. They can own this kind of private cloud. Okay. And hybrid cloud is a combination of both public and private. So I can say that it's a kind of semi-government. So we have a many semi-government sectors, right? So we have a metro, or we have a railways, some semi-government kind of railways. Okay, the semi-government organizations, they can operate through half of the public and half of the private. So same here. If you want to utilize the hybrid cloud, so then you can. It's a combination of both public and private. All right. So now as a database or as a database administrator, so what you have to do, which one you have to utilize, that's not into your hand. Okay, so your architect, who is the design of your Azure architect, they will decide where they want to put their application. Okay, where they want to put their application or where they want to install, that everything will be decided by your cloud architect. Got it? All right. And cloud is, it is basically decided into three categories: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS models. What is a SaaS model? SaaS is nothing but software as a service. What is this software as a service? So if I compare the uh, the s- the SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS models with the on-premise model, how this is differing? Let's have a look on it. Okay, this is on-premise model. So what is this on-premise model means? So if I want to deploy anything in the on-premise model, so what I have to do? I have to build application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, storage, networking. Everything I have to build it, right? So there is no kind of you cannot avoid any one of the part. Got it? That is called on-premise model. Got it? So in when it compare on-premise model with the SaaS model, so what is happening in the SaaS model? You no need to maintain or you no need to develop anything with the SaaS model. So why? The best example for the SaaS models are like a Outlook, Hotmail, Gmail, okay, or else your Teams, Zoom, these kind of applications, we call it as a SaaS model application. So if I want to use a Gmail account, do I need to storage to anywhere? No, right? By default, Gmail will give 15 GB of storage, internal storage, correct? If it exceed more than that, that's a different story. You have to increase the you have to buy the storage. That's a different part. So by default, every user can have 50 GB of storage freely. Got it? So what is the reason for it? Because that is a SaaS model. So in SaaS model, are you developing the Gmail? No, right? You are just simply creating the Gmail account and there, and you are utilizing the Gmail account. That's it. So you don't need to go and do the R&D kind of thing. So how the mails are going, what protocol it is using, how the mails are uh, going through the internet, how they are reaching to the um, sender, okay, in between what is happening, how the data is converting, whether it is bits and bytes, okay. There is a different story behind it. but you don't need all of those, right? So one only you must know, or you should know how to utilize a mail or how to write a mail. Okay, that's it. And you should have a proper internet, correct? So the best example for SaaS models are Gmail or Hotmail. In the same way, in cloud also, there is nothing to do with the SaaS models. Okay, it is it is already developed one, and you are ready to use. That's it. Got it? So we don't use any SaaS models. Like if you want, yes, you can utilize like your teams in the Microsoft Azure. You can build a teams and you can utilize. That's it. But as a DBA, we don't have anything to do with the SaaS models. All right. And PaaS model. So what is this? PaaS stands for platform as a service. So what is this platform as a service? It's a kind of development. It's a kind of development. It's a kind of development. So only you have to maintain the your application and data. Okay. You have to maintain the application, your application and data, and rest of the things like your runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, okay, server storage and networking will be taken care by your cloud provider. So we will see how these will be provided and how these will be taken care by the cloud provider. We have single DB model, elastic DB model, and managed instance model in Azure for PaaS model. Okay, and IaaS model is a infrastructure as a service. All the things like your application data runtime middleware OS will be taken sorry.
Sir, in past model, DBA is involved or not?
Sorry, there is a breakage in your voice. Can you repeat it?
Sir, I want to ask that in past model,
Mm.
is there any involvement of DBA or not?
Yes, there is an involvement of DBA. We have single DB, we have elastic DB model, we have managed instance model for SQL.
Okay, only software as service, there is no involvement of DBA.
Yeah. So why DBA is required? Because already the application is developed and everything is get ready. So it is ready to use. You no need to do any kind of deployments or you no need to do any kind of database builds and all. Not required.
Sir, for
It's a,
maintenance purpose?
for maintenance purpose, the application user or who is the user, they will do it, right? So suppose I have a Gmail account. So
Okay.
do I need to go and do any kind of maintenance for this application? No, right?
No. No.
Got it. So the user who is using the Gmail, they know if the Gmail is getting full, they will get a alert message that your Gmail account got full. Then what he will do, he might exceed the or he might extend the storage, or he can delete the old mails which are not required. Correct. So what
Yes,
DBA
sir.
can do with that? DBA don't have anything to do for these SaaS models. Got it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Only we have work with SaaS, PaaS and IaaS models, guys.
But DBA should be there from service provider, right? To manage the database, like table space, I mean to say, like if data files full or some
Yeah.
taking
Okay. So,
backups and all.
so we'll see that part later. Okay. You will come to understand each and every point whatever I talk in the. This is kind of introduction, guys. Okay. Don't go in depth in the class one itself. Okay. I will talk each and every point. So how it will differs, how it is related to on-premise model. Okay. In case something happened to your database, how can we can do the kind of recovery and all. Okay, we'll see that slowly. But first, you just try to understand. So what is a SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS models? And no one will not ask in interview also what is SaaS model, PaaS model, and IaaS model. Okay, these are kind of basics. Okay, all right. So in SaaS model, we have the best example for Gmail and Hotmail, are your Teams and Zoom. So right now, I'm using everybody in the call is using the Zoom chat, right? Or Zoom call. So are you developed this Zoom app? No, right? It was simply developed by Zoom, and you are just joined in the Zoom and you are listening to my class. That's it, right? If you want, you can record the session Or if you want to chat with me, yes, you are doing the chat. You want to see the class? Yes, you are able to see my class. That's it, right? Did it was developed by me or you? No, I'm just utilizing the services. Got it? So in SaaS model, you don't have anything to do. It's a kind of bundle of software which is given to you. You just go and utilize. That's it. All right. Everybody clear with the SaaS and PaaS models, guys? Okay. So in PaaS model, what is happening? So you can or you have to maintain your application and data, and rest of the things will be taken care by your cloud provider. Okay. In IaaS model, so you can build your application, data, runtime, middleware, and OS, and virtualization, servers, and storage will be taken care by your cloud provider. All right. So we'll move to the next thing. There are several cloud providers in the market, which are main like Amazon AWS and Microsoft Azure and Google Compute. Okay, GCP we called as a Google Compute. All right. So let's see who are the major cloud providers in the market. All right. So we have a Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, VMware. We have IBM Cloud. Okay. So like Alibaba Cloud, we have Oracle Cloud. Like this, we have many clouds. All right. So now you will get one more doubt. So now why I have to learn only Azure? We have several other cloud providers in the market. So then why we have to learn only Azure Cloud? All right. Let's have a look on it. Okay. So if you consider the entire market as not this one exactly correct. This is the one. I think 21% it is occupied almost. Why it is showing? No, this is also not correct. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so if you consider the entire market as 100%, okay, within this 100%, the uh, major shareholder is AWS. It is almost occupying 32%. Got it? And Azure is almost 20% in the market. This is not in India or this is not in US. It is for throughout the world. Okay, it is for throughout the world. This is not a small number, guys. 20% is not a small number. It's a very big number. Got it? Almost it is in second place from the top. The major one is AWS, and immediate the second one is Azure. So Azure and AWS, it is almost occupied 50% of the whole market. Got it? And the second and third place is Google. It is almost 9%. So if you combine all together, it is almost 60% of the market. So AWS, Azure, and Google, they occupied almost 60% market. Got it? And the beauty of the cloud is if you learn any one of the cloud and rest of all are similar, guys, there won't be any changes. Okay. So how I'm using in the Azure, the same way it will be applicable for AWS as well. Got it? Okay. And how the data centers are will looks like. Let's have a look on it. Azure data centers. Okay, this is Azure data center, how it looks like internal. Okay, this is one of the data center. All right, this is how they looks like. So everything like they maintain, it is into the secure network, secure area. Okay, no one cannot enter into this data center until unless they are a authorized person, right? And then how it looks in the internet from inside, it will looks like this. These are the servers, and this is the networking for that servers. Got it? Okay, fine. All right. Any questions, guys, with the cloud model and what type of clouds we have? What is the deployment models and what is the SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS models? Any doubts? Okay, I'm taking silence as no, and we'll move with the next topic. Okay, and let's see about the AWS data centers. This is also similar, guys. So this is the Amazon data center. Okay, if you see in the inside, again it will be same. Okay, these are the racks. Inside the racks, the servers will be placed, and this is the networking between the servers. So these and all managed by internal. You no need to worry how the data centers are managed, what kind of network they follow, everything that is their internal. They don't discuss with you at all. Got it? See now? All right. Okay. Let's go with the advantages of the cloud computing. So what are the advantages and disadvantages with the cloud computing? All right. Fine. So every cloud computing, it has to follow the characteristics. So what are those characteristics? Let's have a look on it. So there is a elastic scalability. So what is this elastic scalability? So resources can be increased or decreased as per my requirement. Okay, so what is this resources basically? What is compute resources? Basically CPU, RAM, and IOPS, right? Those are called compute resources. Got it? So if I want, I can increase my compute resources, or if I want, I can decrease my compute resources according to my requirement. That is called elastic scalability. Got it? So every cloud will follow this elastic scalability characteristics. Then only it will be a cloud computing. Otherwise, it won't. It is not a actual cloud. Got it? Suppose I built my system or I built my server with 1 GB RAM and 100 GB of storage. Got it? So suppose, yeah, after 1 year, my requirement got changed. Now my business got increased. I want to increase my 1 GB of CPU or 1 GB of RAM to 5 GB. Got it? So I can increase it. There is no restriction by the your cloud provider that you have to use only 1 GB. You cannot move to the next kind of model or something. They don't restrict you at any time. If you move from one model to another model, what will happen? Obviously, they will get the more bill, right? You have to pay more for, instead of paying to 1 GB RAM, you have to pay for 5 GB of RAM, right? It is benefiting to cloud provider as well. So the reason why they don't restrict at any time. Always they try to encourage you, so you can utilize according to your requirement, how much RAM you want, how much storage that you want. Okay, everything, they don't restrict you at any time. Hello. Yeah, what happened suddenly? It got everything. Okay, all right, fine. So the cloud provider will not restrict you at any time. Okay, so they are ready to give any resources on fly. If I request now, immediately they can assign you. Okay, all right. So what I want to say, the final conclusion is it is following the elastic scalability. So what is elastic scalability? Resources can be increased or decreased as per your requirement, right? So, and the next very important and what I like the most is pay per use. What is this pay per use exactly? So I want to use my database server, or I want to use my virtual machine for the next 1 hour. Okay, I have a requirement. So I want to run my show for next 1 hour. After that, I want to demise it. Yes, you can do it. Got it? It's a pay per use. How many hours or how many seconds or how many minutes that you use, you can pay for that only. You no need to pay extra for unused hours. That is called pay per use. Got it? So Azure or any cloud, they follow the pay per use mechanism so that you no need to pay for ideal hours. All right. So on demand, okay. Again, resources will be provided based on your demand. Okay, this is increase or decrease of the resources, that is called elastic scalability. So you can demand the resources. Suppose if you want, all right. So if you want resources, like if you want to more storage or more kind of the RAM, everything you can demand the cloud provider. They can, according to the requirement, they can give the resources. All right. Resiliency. So what is this resiliency? So when your server is down, so cloud provider will move the workload to a different server without intervention of the customer. So suppose I'm using a server and that server got down due to some technical issue from the cloud provider. So what they do technically, they will move your workload to a different server and without any downtime. Got it? That is called resiliency. Every cloud will follow the resiliency. So multi-tenancy. What is this multi-tenancy? So there might be chance of, or there are n number of users using the cloud, right? So those n number of users are separated each other. I am using the cloud. Suppose you are using the cloud, Azure is using the cloud. So then each user is a separated user. And they don't have a communication between them. Okay. So the reason why, so it is a multi-tenancy and no one does not have the communication. And what are the services created by me, I cannot see by Ajay. So what is the reason for it? Because they are separated each other. Got it? If Ajay created the services, if I see means, then where is the security? Got it? You are not supposed to see the service which is created by other users. All right. That multi-tenancy it is possible in cloud. All right. And advantages of the cloud computing. So what are the main advantages of the cloud computing? Cost efficient. So what is this cost efficient means? So you no need to pay for additionally for the ideal hours, or whenever you don't use, you no need to pay for the cloud. That is called cost efficiency. Everybody can offer this. Okay, this is not a big cost or something. Okay, so according to your requirement, choose the right model so that you can save a lot of cost on the your Azure model. Okay. Almost unlimited storage. So what is this almost unlimited storage? Your cloud provider will not restrict you that you have to utilize only 100 GB, 200 GB, 300 GB. No, something like that. So you can request unlimited storage. If you want 100 TB also, yes, they can provide. But your application should compatible, or your database should uh, support that much of storage. Got it? So if you want to utilize a SQL server, what will happen? SQL server at max, it will give good performance up to 5 TB or 6 TB. If you exceed beyond that, what will happen? You may get the performance related issues, right? Okay. There are few databases like NoSQL databases like Postgres, and we have a MongoDB. This kind of Cassandra we have. These kind of databases, they will support unlimited storage. They meant only for the big data. Got it? Those kind of databases, you can get unlimited storage. But SQL is a RDBMS language, RDBMS kind of database. If you go beyond like 5 TB or 6 TB, your performance will be very poor. Got it? So max you can go 5 TB. 4 TB is the max, and up to you can go 5 TB. If you go with 20 TB or 100 TB, what will happen? Your database will it won't respond at all. Got it? Okay. And ease access of information. So if you want any information for the your cloud, you will get it from anywhere. Okay, through the documents or through the portals. Okay, or within the Azure portal or within the any cloud portal, you will get it the information very easily. You don't need to worry of the information. So backup and recovery process. So you don't need to worry of your backup and recovery process. Everything will be taken care by your cloud provider. All right. And the automatic software integration. So what is this automatic software integration? So if any software that is available in the cloud, you can directly integrate that software with your database. All right. So that kind of feasibility is there in the cloud model. It could be a AWS, or it could be GCP, or it could be a Azure. You can quickly integrate those softwares with your database. All right. So quick development. So what is this quick development exactly? So if you want service in within next 5 minutes, yes, you can create. All right. So it is a very, very, very quick development with Azure portal or any kind of cloud partner. All right. So you don't need to wait, or you don't need to spend much time on the development part. All right. If I create my service in, it will deploy in next 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. All right. So every coin has a two faces, right? One is tail and heads. In the same way, every feature will have a two things. One is advantage and second one is disadvantage. Up to now, we have seen advantages of the cloud computing. Let's have a look on the disadvantages as well. So what are those disadvantages? So you must have a proper internet connection. Yes, that's a mandatory, right? So without a proper internet connection, how can I access the resources? Got it? So if I don't have internet, can I connect to my Zoom? No, right? That's a mandatory. Got it? So in order to attend my class, what is a mandatory? You must have a Zoom, then you must have a proper internet. Internet is the first thing, correct? So without internet, you cannot join. Got it? The same way, if you want to utilize the Azure cloud services, you must have a proper internet connection. If you don't have a proper internet connection, then don't go for a cloud model. All right. Security concerns. So what is the security concerns? Basically, so what like a few of the organizations like banking sectors or financial sectors or the insurance companies. So what they feel exactly, their data is very sensitive, right? Bank related data is very sensitive, correct? So suppose some ex user is there, he has some amount in his bank, correct? So that account, if I keep in Azure or if I keep in any cloud, so what the banking sectors, they feel that there might be chance of data threatening, or Azure or Amazon, they can see your data, and which is really a big complication, correct? They are feeling in such a way that their data is not secure in Azure. But actual thing is, the cloud provider will not see the data. They don't have, even though they don't have access, correct? If they see their data means, definitely it is going to be data breach violation, and for that they are ready to pay the penalties according to the agreement made between you and the Azure provider or cloud provider. Got it? It's a kind of myth in the market, but not the exact thing. Okay, so your data will not be threatened, or your data will not be seen by your cloud provider or your cloud partner. Okay, but it's kind of myth in the market. It's kind of assumption, not the exact thing. Got it? Okay. No control
Sir,
on your.
in future, banking and insurance sector will move to the cloud or not?
Yeah, they will move it, but slowly they're not up to the mark. Correct? So you suppose like rest of the companies, like any service providers, they are moving their services into the cloud, but the banking sectors and all, they are not into the up to the mark. They are slowly started. Now it is almost 10%, and then future in after 5 years they might 20%. Then after 5 years they might 30-40%, something like that. Okay, but not that
That
much.
means in future, the on-premises DBA,
Mm,
so who have no knowledge in cloud,
mm.
their job will be this or not?
Yeah, definitely. That's what you are learning this course, right? You must have. Nowadays, only on-premise is not enough, guys. Got it? You must have the knowledge of on-premise and Azure as well. So, what is the reason for it? Because every organization they started deploying their services into the Azure. So, what is the reason behind of it? Because they want to eliminate the cost factor of maintaining the data center, maintaining the servers. Okay, there are a lot of power bills, everything. There is a lot of things involved in it. Correct? In order to maintain a data center, it is not a easy kind of thing. Correct? And the data center guys, the security, power maintenance. Okay, there are any number of things involved. You need to protect your data center against the rats. Correct? So that is a very big kind of enemy to the data centers. If a small rat enter into the data center, what will happen? Just imagine the situation. One small rat can damage the entire data center. Correct?
Yes, yes.
If it enter into the data center, it will bite all the wires or cables which are connected, right?
Yes.
There are a number of things. Okay, so to eliminate all of these things, so what is the best way to eliminate these things? They can simply acquire the Azure model, or they can go with the cloud model. Got it? So now, so the reason why everybody is impressed with this cloud, so they are ready to give 99.99% of uptime with your database, and at the same time, this maintenance, like your data center maintenance, everything you can eliminate. At the same time, it is very quick development and it is very high performance as well. Got it? And it is having many regions across the country. So I will discuss that part slowly. Okay. So what is the advantage of regions and all? All right. Suppose I want to establish a company in US. Okay. So in order to establish a company in US, so what will happen? You have to follow certain conditions in US, right? You have to follow the US regulatories. Okay. So again, then what you have to do? You have to go and deploy and you have to hire a data center in US. To hire your data center in US, is it easy task? No, right? There is a number of things you have to follow. Got it? According to their government guidelines. But easily you can keep, or easily you can use a Azure or any cloud data center which is in US. Got it? Simply you can deploy your services in that region, and you can start using of your application. That's it, right? Okay, I hope you got some knowledge on it.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so let's come back to the disadvantage of the cloud computing. So you must have a proper internet connection. That is a basic need, guys. Okay, So this is not the disadvantage. Basically, it's the limitations of cloud computing. So you must have a proper internet connection in order to access your resources. All right. So security concerns, this is a kind of assumption in the market, but not exact thing. So your resources or your data will be 100% secure. In case if it is getting hacked or if it is getting misused by your cloud provider, you can sue them. Okay, they are ready to pay the penalty according to the agreement which you and your cloud provider made at the time of purchasing the or at the time of agreement. Got it? Okay. And the next kind of limitation is no control on resources. You don't have any control on your resources, whether I want to use these resources or I want to, you should not go down or kind of any control. Few controls are taken away from you. So we'll see what are those controls which are taken away from you. What is why they have taken away those controls? Okay, let's see that part. So, and it is depends on your cloud provider. Okay, so suppose you are tied up with what kind of cloud product you have tied up. Suppose if you are tied up with AWS, then you have to follow AWS terms and conditions, right? Okay, if you tied up with Azure, then you have to follow Azure terms and conditions. And the same thing, if you go with GCP, then you have to follow their rules and regulations, right? That is there in everywhere. Got it? So even though if you are utilizing the Microsoft SQL Server in your on-premise model, but at the time of installation, there is a screen called terms and conditions screen. Got it? So when you accept the terms and conditions, then only you can perform the installation, right? So what is the reason behind it? Because you are using their product. Obviously, you have to follow their terms and conditions. Got it? Clear, everybody?
Yes,
So,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
So what exactly I can say the best example? Suppose if you are utilizing a two-wheeler vehicle and you want to go into the road, so there is a terms and conditions, right? You cannot go directly like that. You have to wear a proper helmet. Got it? So there you cannot say to the police that this is my vehicle, I purchased it, I can go according to my thing. No, right? So when you enter into the road or when you enter into the public area, you must have to put the helmet. So if you don't put the helmet, then they have a condition that they can write a chalana on your name. Then you have to pay the chalana. You cannot escape, right? So the same way, when you started utilizing the Azure services or any cloud services, then you have to obey their or you have to follow their terms and conditions. That is there in everywhere, correct? Okay, so it's completely depend on your cloud provider. So you have to follow their terms and conditions. Okay, all right. These are the advantages and disadvantages with the cloud computing. Okay, what are the advantages? It's a cost efficient. So you will get almost unlimited storage for your workloads, and you can access any information easily from the your cloud partner. And backup and recovery, you no need to worry of your backup and recovery. So it will be taken care by your cloud provider. All right, and it is a kind of a very quick development. You can deploy any service very quickly in the your cloud provider. All right, so and it has a characteristics. What characteristics is following? Elastic scalability, pay per use, on demand, and it is also following the resiliency and multi-tenancy. Got it? Okay, this is how the cloud will looks like. All right, and the private, public, and we talked on this thing, right? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS models. Okay, so the PaaS model best example are Google Apps, Dropbox, Office 365. These are the best example for PaaS model. And SaaS models are software as a service. Best example I already discussed, like Zoom, your Teams, okay, or your Outlook or Gmail. These are the best example for SaaS models. All right. Okay. And so what is the on-premise model? Let's have a look on it. So what it will differs with the cloud. Okay. So in order to maintain a on-premise model, so what is the minimum things it required? So you have to protect your hardware system by your own. Correct, right? So if you want to build any server, that hardware I have to protect it. So I have to again build a high availability solution for that hardware, right? Storage or any motherboard or any kind of CPU, RAM, those kind of stuff. I have to maintain a protection for that. Okay. Need IT people. Correct, right? You need IT people. 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay. So how the on-premise model is differs with the cloud model. Okay. So in on-premise model, this is a kind of how the infrastructure or how we will manage. You need to protect your hardware by your own. Correct. So if you want to build your own kind of on-premise model, you should plan well about your hardware as well, right? And you need IT people to maintain your servers and everything. And you will need to install the network. You have a proper network to communicate between your database server and your application server, or from the users to use your application. Correct. You have to maintain the application. There might be, or there is a maintenance that need to be run for your application to get the good performance. And backup and disaster that also need to be planned, right? So suppose I have a data center which is in Hyderabad. Okay. So if something happened to Hyderabad and there is a natural calamities, so are we going to protect against the natural calamities? If any tufan comes, or if any like any disaster like heavy rainfalls, or the entire there might be chance of any other natural calamities, right? How are you going to protect your data center against the natural calamities? Okay. Or in case last time what happened, there was a coronavirus, right? During that time there was a entire city shutdown, right? No one cannot go and no one cannot access the any premises. Everybody, they simply uh, stick to the homes, right? They cannot enter into anywhere, right? So during that disaster, what how you are planning to your data center? Okay. Obviously you have to put one more data center into one more location, like other than Hyderabad you have to plan. Got it? So like this you have to plan your disaster solution as well. Then you have to protect your entire servers against the virus, malwares, virus. Got it? You have to purchase again McAfee or kind of any other uh, antivirus softwares. Then you have to take care of your patches and updates, Windows patches, or if it is a Linux patches you have to apply. Okay. Or it is a database server, you have to apply the database patches. Correct. To protect the protect your environment against the malware or virus. And all these things you have to take care by your IT people. So again, you have to hire a separate IT people to maintain your environment. So these are the minimum things it required, right? These are the minimum basic things. You cannot avoid any one of them. Got it? I, can you avoid any one of these things? in order to maintain or in order to do the on-premise kind of model? You cannot, right? But in Azure model or in cloud model, I can avoid all of these things. So I no need to patch the updates, or I no need to worry about the patches. There, the Azure itself, they will take care of your patching. And virus, you don't need to worry about your virus. They will take care by default. Okay. Why IT people are required? I am the Azure admin, or I am the Azure DBA. I can build the services. That's it. Okay. I no need to maintain the IT people, and I no need to plan my protection against the hardware failures. If any hardware failure, the cloud provider is responsible, and they will bring it back to online. Okay. And your network and all, you no need to build a separate network for that. Correct. So Azure itself or cloud provider itself, they will have the proper network. Okay. And backup and recovery, so your backup and recovery also will be taken care by your cloud provider. These are the all the parameters that you can avoid by using cloud. That is a very biggest kind of
Hello.
yeah, please.
Sir, backup recovery means database backup recovery.
Yeah, it could be database backup recovery, or it could be virtual VMware backup recovery, or
So
it
that
could be,
means in Azure, if we go for cloud, then DBA work will be very less.
yeah, that's what. Okay. So if you implement the, and you are eliminating a lot of teams, guys. Okay. So in on-premise model, suppose I want to build a SQL server in on-premise model. So what it require basically? Can anyone tell me? So I want to build a SQL server that is into on-premise model. So what it require minimum things? Or what are
OS,
the,
CPU,
yeah, what are the teams that
memory,
are involved?
RAM,
Yeah. Okay.
network team, Windows team,
Yeah, network
and
team,
backup
Windows
team,
team. Okay, backup team,
and DBA team.
the DBA team. There is one more team called SAN team, right? Who has to assign the storage to your
Yes,
server.
yes.
Okay. So many teams involved. I am going to eliminate all of these teams. If I want to build a server, or if I want to build a SQL server, so what I will do quickly, I do myself, I will install a virtual machine. On top of that virtual machine, I can assign a storage, or I can assign the networking. Networking also I will do. I will build a private separate networking. Got it? On top of that network, what I will do, I will build the SQL services. Got it? I will plan the backup and recovery process. Everything I will manage. Got it? So it's a kind of DevOps model. I eliminate all of these people. Network people I eliminate. I will eliminate the SAN people. I will eliminate the Windows guys. Got it? That is a kind of advantage with the cloud model. Got it? As a DBA, you will do everything. So only you and application team will be there. So what you can do, once you everything is get ready, then you will give that service to the application team, so that application team can start utilizing the services. That's it. In case any issues, so you can do yourself, or if you are unable to do it, then you can raise a case to the Microsoft, and they can get it resolved. Clear, everybody? If no any questions, you can feel free to ask me. Okay, I'm taking silence as no questions. Hopefully, then we'll move to the next topic, that is Azure free account. Okay, so in order to start, or in order to work with the Azure, you might have a account, right? Without account, how are we gonna work, or how are we gonna practice? That is not possible, right? Okay, let's have a look on it. Just 1 second. Okay, so in order to work with or in order to start with Azure, so you must have a proper account, correct? Suppose I will take an example of, suppose I want to purchase some goods or anything from Amazon. So what I have to do? I have to create a Azure Amazon account, right? So with the help of the Amazon account, I can log into their portal and then I can choose my things or goods whichever I require. Then I can place an order so that they will deliver it to my address. Correct? That's how it will work. In the same way, in the Azure also, so what will happen? If you want to utilize the Azure services, you must have a Azure account, right? Okay. So then how we can create a Azure account? Okay, listen guys, this is very important. So how are we going to create the Azure account? So and how we can start utilizing the services. Fine. So in order to create Azure account, you must have a valid Microsoft email ID, or you must have a valid Skype ID, or you must have a valid phone number. Three ways you can log into or you can sign up with the Azure portal. The first part is you must have a proper Hotmail or Outlook mail. That is one thing. And you must have a proper phone number or you will have a Skype. So all these things will be allowed. Got it? All right. And also you must have a proper credit card. Without a credit card, you cannot do it, guys. Okay. That is very important. You must have a proper credit card. So or else if you are fine with the debit also, we can do it. That's not a big problem with the debit card and all. All right. So let's go with the account creation. Okay. Type portal.azure.com. Okay. It will take you through the Azure portal screen. Then click on free account. Okay. So once you click on the free account, then it will take you to the start free. This is the sign up screen. Okay. So in sign up screen, it will ask you for the sign in. If you already have a proper sign in account name and password. Okay. If you don't have a proper account name and password, see now it is taking with the help of email, phone or Skype. Okay. If you don't have any account, then what you can do, you can create one. See now, if you don't have any mail address, you can create a new email. All right. So let me try to create some account. Vishal 2345789 @ outlook.com. Okay. Outlook or Hotmail. Click on next. All right. Keep a password for it. Let me keep. It should be a strong password, guys. You cannot keep a weak password. If you keep a weak password, definitely it will try to give a error that your password is very weak. Click on next. It will ask you for the date of birth and everything. You are not a robot. Okay. So you have to take these directions. This will change, guys. Okay. This verification method is not same every time. It will be differ. Click on submit. Done. That's it. My account got created. So with this account, it will try to log into your Azure portal. Okay. So now it is into my Azure portal. Then I have to give my name and everything. Okay. So what is your country? My country is India. I have to give my first name and middle name. Middle name is optional. And last name is your surname, guys. Okay. And your email address and your phone number. And once you enter the phone number, you have to use a text me or call me option so that your phone number will be verified with Microsoft. Okay. Then organization, you can keep it as self or kind of anything. You can keep self. Okay. PAN card is optional. You have to put the address line 1, address line 2, and address line 3. Any one address line. So suppose if you are from Hyderabad, or if you are from Bangalore, or if you are from Pune, or any one of the city, you just mention the city name and then city, and you can give the state and postal code. Postal code is very important. All right. And you have to agree the terms and conditions of Microsoft. All right. So if you don't agree, then you cannot go to the next screen. Okay. This is a information screen, your profile screen. Once you fill the your profile screen, then how it could be after filling of my profile screen, then the next screen is sign up screen. Okay. Next screen is sign up screen. So what is the sign up screen exactly? It is a kind of identity and verification card. So you have to enter your credit or debit card, okay, with the following details like your credit card number, your phone number, your credit card expiry date, and CVV number, and along with name on the card. This is very, 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 very important, guys. So without a proper credit or debit card, you cannot utilize or you cannot start the Azure services. It's a mandate. Got it? And the type of the card should be Visa or MasterCard. Got it? The type of the card should be Visa or MasterCard. It won't accept other than Visa or MasterCard. Don't use RuPay card or don't use any other type of cards. We have many type of cards in India, right? Don't use all of those cards. It won't accept, guys. Microsoft it's not India. Okay, it is an international one, right? Obviously, they accept only international cards, Visa or Master. Got it? Don't use local banks. Like they have plenty of local banks, right? Like we have a syndicate bank, we have a Canara Bank, Union Bank. Okay, there are plenty of banks, and with that bank, there is a card type as called RuPay. Okay, I don't know. I know only RuPay. There are plenty of cards, right? Because I have most of the international cards. I have Visa or Master. Got it? So don't use the local kind of card types. If you use a local type of card, it won't accept, guys. There is no use of by using the local cards. Okay. So if you don't have a credit or debit card with the Visa or Master, so then you can get it from your friends, colleagues, or relatives. All right. So if that credit card is used already to sign up to the Azure portal, then it won't take it. One credit card only one time. Okay, only one time, and you will get it $200 of credit. So I will show you that part. Don't worry. Okay, with $200 of credit, you will get it into your account. So, but that credit card, if someone is using already, then you cannot utilize that one. Once again, it is one time in the entire lifetime of that credit card. Only one time you can use it for free accounts. Everybody clear? Any doubts with the sign up? How we can verify the card? Okay. So what type of card you have to use in order to get the Azure free account? Okay. So once you logged in with the Azure portal, you have to verify your profile. At the same time, you must have a proper bank ID, bank ATM or bank account. So it should be a always go with the proper credit or debit card, guys. Okay, so once you've done the verification with your credit or debit card, so then initially a 2 rupees will be debited from your account. So again, that 2 rupees will be credited back into your account. So what is the reason for it? Basically, they want to verify your card, whether it is a your card or someone's card, or whether really that is a card is valid or not. They want to just verify from your. So the reason why initially 2 rupees will be debited and they will credit back to your account. Don't worry on that. Okay. So if you are belongs to a free account, they don't charge anything from your credit or debit card. So until unless when you move that free account to the pay as you go, I will tell you each and every point, guys. Okay, don't worry. So right now, just what you have to concentrate, how you gonna sign up with the portal. So this is the screen where you have to go and sign up, portal.azure.com. Then fill your details. You must have a valid Outlook or Hotmail, or else you can use the phone number also sometimes. Okay, or Skype also you can use. Okay, then after you can try to click on the start free account. Then it will go through the Azure portal, and where you have to give your name, your address, and your if you are a working organization, then you can give the organization name and all. If you are not a working, if you are a student, then keep it as self. Okay, and then later, one second, guys. All right. So why you need to fill all of these details? Because Microsoft want to know whether you are a individual or whether you are using for a organization. If you are using for a organization, what will happen? They will try to give some offers and they want to reach out to you and want to make a agreement between, or they want to do a business with you. Correct? So the reason why they want to collect few details from you. All right. So if you are mentioned as a self or like student kind of thing, they don't harm anything to you, right? So they will give only free accounts, that is $200 credit into your account. Almost, if you convert into INR, it will be 14,500 Indian rupees. Okay. Then the next part is once you valid with the credit or debit card, so you have to agree the terms and conditions. Then it will be something like this. Once you logged into your account, it will be something look like this. Okay, this is my account. So this is a pay-as-you-go account. Why? Because my subscription is already expired, free subscription. This is a pay-as-you-go. See, it will generate monthly kind of bills based on my utilization. So once I clear the bills, then only the next quota will be released. Okay. So Azure is given four types of subscriptions. What are those subscriptions? Let's have a look on it. Okay, Azure is provided four types of subscriptions. What is this? The first one is free subscription. So now everybody who joined in the class, they can go and utilize this free subscription with a proper or valid credit or debit card. Got it? So once you sign up with your credit or debit card, you will get a $200 credit into your account. That $200 credit you must have to utilize within 30 days. Okay. After 30 days, your credits will be expired automatically. Even though if you use or don't use, that's not a problem. It will expire automatically, guys. So suppose if you sign up for today, okay, and if you don't utilize it, and after 30 days, if you open the account, automatically these credits will gone, guys. Okay. So the reason why, so when you are ready to practice or when you are okay to practice, then only try to sign up with credit or debit card for free subscription. This is a free subscription with the $200 credit and with the limited access to the only you can access 55 plus services for free, and few services you can create within that limit. Got it? So if you want to create a service which is costly or which is more cost than your credits, then how can create? No, right? You cannot create, right? So with the practice or with this session, this $200 credit is enough to practice whatever we cover in the classes. Understood? So this is a free subscription. When you logged in or when you sign up with your credit or debit card, you will get a $200 credit into your account. So with this, you have to utilize these credits within 30 days. After 30 days, the credits will be expired automatically, but your account will remain for 12 months. Okay, your account will remain for next 12 months and the credits will be expired automatically. Okay, that is called free subscription. And then later, there is a other subscription called pay as you go subscription. So what is this pay as you go subscription? Pay as you go subscription is something that it will generate a monthly bill. So you have to clear the monthly bills and then only you can utilize for the next month. It's a kind of postpaid, guys. So what is this postpaid exactly? What postpaid exactly can do? So I'm using a like a postpaid. So what will happen? It will generate monthly bill. So if I clear for the next month, then only next month the network provider will release my quota, right? If I don't clear the bill, what will happen? They will simply suspend my services. Correct? In the same way, here also, your you um, when you upgrade or when you choosing the subscription type as pay as you go, then you have to clear the monthly bills. Got it? Okay. And there is a license called enterprise. So what is this enterprise subscription actually? It is a kind of agreement that is made between the companies and the Azure. Correct? So this kind of licensing will be given to the organizations, not to individual. Okay. So a single enterprise agreement is made for bulk purchase of the subscription with discounts for the new license and software assurance. Targeted at enterprise scale organization. This is targeted for organizations, not for the individuals. I cannot get this enterprise license because what will happen with the enterprise subscription? I have to utilize a lot of, or I have to create a lot of services in the Azure. Okay. So to create those, it will be a lot of burden for me, right? Okay. So the reason why I cannot I cannot create this enterprise license or I cannot buy this enterprise license. Mostly I can buy only free or pay as you go subscription only. And then final one is student subscription. What is this student subscription exactly? With the help of the student subscription, you will get $100 credit into your account valid for next 12 months. Got it? It is valid for next 12 months. So in order to get this subscription, this is also free kind of subscription, guys. In order to get this subscription, you no need to have any credit card. However, student verification is required. What is this student verification? So if you are a UG or PG programmer under any valid university, UG means undergraduation, PG means post graduation. It could be masters or it could be any kind of BTech or any kind of like deployment programs or any kind of education that you are doing. You can get $100 credit. So during that student subscription, they will ask you for the valid ID proof and all. Correct? So let's go with that. I will show you how we're gonna check it. All right. So let's go back to the screen. Okay. Where's my account? Portal.azure.com. Then sign in. Okay, this is fine. Next. Shall 1, 2, 3. Where shall 1, 2, 3, 5. Let of Outlook. And it is asking for the code. Let me try to sign up with a different account. Mm, mm,
Vishal, can we just use another email ID and like another credit card details just for extending another 30 days? Just a free account.
No, no,
It is not possible, huh?
it is not possible. So you can, guys, don't worry on this part, guys. I will take care of it. Okay, because with the pay as you go, also you can minimize the bill with the 200 or 300. You can practice the entire class. Don't worry on that. Okay, so I am going to teach you how we're gonna minimize the bill. Once the practice is done, or end of the class, you have to remove all the services whatever you create, so that it won't generate more bill. Like in order to do the practice, how much time it will take? Hardly 1 hour or 2 hours, right?
Right.
So after 1 or 2 hours, you can demise the services, so that your bill will be generated for only 1 hour, not for 24 hours, nor not for month or not for a year. Got it?
Very good.
Okay, once again. One, two, three. We shall 1, 2, 3, 5. Or else I have already opened the account. Let it be. Let me open from here. Because I have multiple accounts, right? So the reason why it is asking for the validation, it will send the validation code to my account. Let it be. I will enter into. Yeah. This is Vishal 1231235 account. Okay. For this account, there is a security code for the different account. Okay. 066358. Zero double 6358, I think. 358. What happened? Okay, once you click on start free, it will take you through the your account. Shell 1 2 3. Yeah, this is account, right? I have created. So then there's an account called student account. Sorry. $200 credit, and there is a student account as well. Pay as you go, that is pay as you go. Search for student. Okay. Yeah, this is to student account, guys. So with this student account, so you will get $100 credit and no credit card is required. Okay. So once you click on start for free, it will ask you for the validation. See, like it won't ask for the credit, but you have to give your name, then last name, your country code. Suppose if you are in India, you have to put it as India. Okay. A school name or the college name. So I can put it as JNTU. Okay. JNTU College of Engineering or Hyderabad, College of Anantapur. So there are many kind of JNTU colleges, right? Within the, you have to choose a right school or college and your date of birth and your school email address. This is required, right? So how are you gonna get it if you are not belongs to either one of the university? If you are belongs to university, that is fine. Then this code will be sent to your school or college email address, and you have to verify that code. Got it? Which is not possible, right? So tell me, guys, do you have a valid? If you have a valid kind of ID address to your school or something, then you can utilize it. If you don't have, then probably don't use this and all. Clear, understand? I hope you got some idea, right? So we're gonna sign up with the student account. You have to do a student verification. Clear? Guys, understand or don't understand? Just tell me.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So how we gonna utilize a student subscription? You just go here. And free subscription, then must have to. Free or student subscription. Sorry, free or pay as you go from this link. Pay as you go. This link will work for pay as you go. So if your subscription is already expired or you already utilize the free account, then you can simply go and get started. Okay, it will again ask you for the credit card and all. So then give those details and get it verified with your phone number, and then click on next, and it will ask you for the card details, guys. Got it? So once you enter the card details and everything, then your free account will be created. Your pay-as-you-go account. So pay-as-you-go account, and you cannot utilize the enterprise kind of license. This kind of license is applicable for the organizations, not for the individuals. Got it? So pay-as-you-go also, if you feel that your account is already expired, or if your credit card is someone is using, then what is the best way? Just try to go with the pay-as-you-go. Got it? And trust me, guys, you can generate a minimal bill with the 200 or 300 rupees. You can easily practice the entire session. So whatever we cover up. Okay. So don't feel that they will take unnecessarily, or they will unnecessarily charge from me. Okay. So they will charge unnecessarily. Why? Post the class, if you don't delete the services, then you have to pay unnecessarily bill. Everybody clear? This is very important, guys. Without a proper subscription, you cannot create any service in Azure. All right. So I'm stopping the class by today. Okay. Why? Because until unless you get a proper Azure account, then you cannot start the practicing. Got it? So what you guys have to do today, go and create a Azure account. So if you have a valid credit card, then try to create a free account. If your credit card is, or if you don't have any credit card, then go and utilize the debit card and check it whether you are eligible for free accounts or not. If you are not eligible for a free account, then what you have to do? You have to go with the pay-as-you-go model. Trust me, and I will tell you how we gonna practice your entire session with the minimal bill. I am telling you, you cannot get more than 300 or 500. Within 500, guys. Keep a target within 500. You can practice all the classes, whatever we cover up. Got it? So you have to follow the certain things. Post the class, you have to delete. If you feel that after 1 hour I will practice, or tomorrow, let it keep the service for until tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow evening I am going to practice before the class start. Like that, if you feel that, then it will generate a bill unnecessarily. I know that surely you are not going to delete it. You may forget it, and you will keep it like that. Then in the backend, it will keep on generating the bill. Got it? So post the class. Once the class is done, or once your practice is done, clear all the services, whatever it create. Till you have another things to do, then go and create it. It won't take much time, right? It will take hardly 5 minutes. So when you create the services for multiple times, what will happen? It could be easy for you, correct? You will remember all the keywords. So or when you do the same work multiple times, then what will happen? You will get it easily, right? For the next time, you don't get any confused. Simply you will go wherever you want, and you can create the services. Correct? I hope everybody got some information on how to create a free account, how to enroll the subscription. Got it? So only as of my knowledge, only 2 subscriptions are eligible for you. One is free and one is pay as you go. Why? Because you are not a student. I know whoever joined in the class, they are not the students. Okay, and the enterprise license is not applicable because individual you cannot purchase enterprise license. It should be given only to the organizations, and it is a dedicated license. So if you want to buy this enterprise kind of license, you must have to run a organization. Got it? You are a student, how can you run the organization? That is not possible, right? So leave about those 2 subscriptions. Either utilize a free subscription or pay as you go. Free subscription is eligible only for one time, that is with the proper credit or debit card. Got it? So if you don't have a proper way debit or credit card, or if that credit or debit card is used by someone already, then go with the pay as you go. Got it? Guys, please try to tomorrow, by tomorrow class, please get a account to be created. Whether it could be free account or whether it could be pay as you go account. Got it? Just follow me closely. And once the class is done, I am going to share the recordings with all of you. Then practice it. Daily spend 1 hour, guys. 1 hour for the class, 2 hours for the weekly, right? Weekly on Saturday and Sunday, right? So Saturday, hardly keep 1 hour for practice and 2 hours for class. Total 3 hours. Okay. So without practice, guys, I'm frankly telling you don't get anything. So at least you have to spend 1 hour for the practice purpose. Okay. So even though if you don't have a like a your credit card is expired or your credit card someone your friend is already used, then go with the pay as you go with minimal bill. We can practice the entire session. Got it? Okay. Any doubts, guys, so far with the subscription, so far with the account creation?
No,
What is
that is okay.
what is pay as you go? What is free subscription? Okay. If everybody is okay, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. Still, we have 15 minutes of time. If no questions, then probably we can wind up for today and we'll catch you tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. IST. Pankaj, any questions, Pankaj?
No, no.
Okay. All right, guys, please try to create the account. So if you have any difficulties by creation of the accounts, we will catch you tomorrow. And I am going to, if required, probably anyone can arrange a card, debit or credit card. I can show you how you can create the account tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone in the class, if you want to create a free account, then probably if you can arrange, I'm going to show you that one. Got it? If anyone not yet used or if anyone not yet created, just let me know tomorrow. We'll create on live. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. We'll catch you tomorrow, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you all.